So many people want to save money on buying Apple products and specifically iPhones. What happens a lot is that people are buying refurbished or secondhand iPhones, which is absolutely a great alternative. However, there's always a risk when buying used or refurbished products, no matter the brand. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 11 things you always need to check when buying used or refurbished iPhones so you won't get scammed. You can save that money, it's worth it. All right, let's dive into the video. The first thing we need to check is if there is an iCloud activation lock on the iPhone you're trying to buy. You can actually immediately see this when you turn on the iPhone and you get faced with this screen, iPhone locked to owner. This actually means that there's an iCloud activation lock and that it can only be unlocked by putting in the right Apple ID with the right password. If you don't get faced with that screen but instead get the passcode, then ask the previous owner to fill in the passcode. So yeah, you can basically get into your iPhone and do the right checks after that. Second, of course, is to check the battery health of the iPhone. In order to do that, head over to settings. In settings, we scroll down and we go to battery right there. Then we go to battery health and charging and have a look at the maximum capacity. I highly recommend you that if the maximum capacity is lower than 80%, really take that into consideration. An iPhone that has a maximum capacity that's lower than 80% really loses the charge quickly. Make sure to check this number. If it's around 90, 85%, you're okay. But normally the lower this number, the lower the price of the iPhone should be. Third, in settings again, we scroll to general and then we go to about, and in here we need to have a check at this section here. Right now, this iPhone doesn't have any replaced components, but if it would be the case, then you will see here the replaced items, the replaced components, for example, the camera or even the screen that have been replaced. Then you'll see that they've been replaced right here if they're not genuine. So yeah, it's really important that you check this, because if it's not a genuine component, it could actually impact your overall experience, also the lifetime of this iPhone. So always check whether the components are genuine in the iPhone by going to your about. Fourth is checking the camera lenses on the back. First of all, are there any cracks or weird things on the camera? If not, make sure to open the camera, then check every single lens. Especially with the Pro models, there are 3 lenses, so make sure to check out every single lens, whether it's looking normal, no weird things happening. The cameras are obviously one of the most important aspects of any iPhone. If you want, you can even take some photos and some videos to make sure to check that the camera is okay and that everything is just captured properly and that there are no weird problems or things happening. 5 is checking the charging port. So first of all, look at the condition of the charging port if you see any weird scuffs or damages, and then of course check whether it's charging. Let's do that right now on this iPhone. So this is the iPhone 15 Pro, so it has a USB-C port, but obviously when you get an older one you have a Lightning port, and just check whether you can charge it. Just like that, have a look if it's charging properly. There we go. This one functions normally, so all good. Related to charging, also make sure to check if your iPhone has MagSafe, that the MagSafe charging capabilities are functioning normal. So I have my MagSafe charger here hooked up to my Mac Studio for power. Put it on and see whether it's charging, and there you go. That one is also charging properly. Always check both the charging port and the MagSafe charger. Number 8 are the microphones. Yeah, there are multiple microphones on your device, so it's important to check them all. I highly recommend you to do this by going to the Voice Memos app. So let's quickly do that. Here's the Voice Memos app. Make sure just to check that by talking and seeing whether the waves are being picked up properly by the iPhone. And when you're done, just stop the recording. Just have a listen to it if everything is sounding normal. And number 9 with that is obviously to check the speakers. You can do this by playing some music on Spotify or Apple Music. If you want, even go to YouTube for copyright reasons. I'm not going to do that right now. But yeah, you have your speakers in the bottom here and in the top. 10 is to actually check all the different buttons on your iPhone. So for example, we have the action button right here, and yeah, yeah, of course, that's one of the newer models. But yeah, check every button, the volume up, volume down, the on and off one, whether everything is working properly. And while you do that, obviously turn the iPhone off and of course on to really check whether it's powering on and off properly, and when you power it on, that everything is working as it's supposed to. While the iPhone is turning on, you can have a look at the whole condition of the iPhone. Are there any big scuffs or damages on the chassis? Do you see big scuffs, big scratches that really impact the value of the iPhone? Again, have a good look at the lenses, and obviously maybe one of the most important elements is of course the screen, the display. How does it look? Is the screen functioning properly? Are all the different areas touch sensitive? Is everything working like normal? No weird delays or weird things happening? Just have a good look at the screen. Scratches obviously also impact the value of the iPhone. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. These are 11 things you need to check before buying a used or refurbished iPhone. I hope this was helpful. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon, like this video, and stay tuned for more. See you in the next one. Peace.